Yo, yo, it's Grim here. I haven't done a profile in a while, so it's just been on and off. I haven't played the game that much, but I started playing it again recently. So thought I'd do a profile. It's on ghoti, one of my favorite archetypes, and yeah, it's the updated version. It's got the whites in it instead, like white ghoti. Seems to be the more well-performing one at the end of the day. So that's what I've been using. It has been a bit better than the pure variant. The pure variant is more consistent in the sense you get out your level 6 out a bit more consistently and you banish your goatees more consistently. However, I find this is a lot more powerful and it can play through two hand jobs a little easier. There's just the extenders in this are nice, and opening like sardine and sunfish is great. And if they don't respond, you can make really strong boards with this build. But yeah, I'll just get straight into it. So for ghoti lineup, I run one Seeks, one Snowpierce, one Keith, one Zep, one Shiv, and one Paces. So that's all I use for ghoti monsters. It's just one of each of them. Of these ones, that is, I don't think you really need the other ghoti monsters. I don't think they're that good. You could potentially use the trap one if you wanted to, and the trap card, but overall, I think these have the bigger impact. So just one of each is what I would suggest. And then generic fish wise, I run two leafish. I don't think you really need more than two, but it's nice to have like the five normal summons in your deck because I run triple butinifor as well. It's good. I just don't consider three of it necessary. I don't think it does that much. It's not like it's great to draw it. It's a decent card and it helps. Triple Abyss Shark, like one of the best cards in the deck. Yeah, an extender searches you monsters, generally just amazing. Can search you Silent Wobbly if you want to side deck that for time. It's a good fish to put in your side deck just for winning in time. But other than that, generally really good. And then I use triple Harpooner. So Harpooner's actually really cool because he reveals himself in another water in your hand, and then you choose one of them to get sent to the grave, and the other will summon itself. He's level 4 tuner as well, which is really nice. And if he's sent to the grave as a synchro material, he negates the effects of opponent's monster. Doesn't target either, which is really cool. But kind of like a cool thing with it is you can, for example, reveal your 6 and him, and you can summon him from your hand and then get your search, which is quite nice. So sometimes I consider using Colocanth, just to, if you draw this in a Colocanth, you could just summon Colocanth straight from your hand. But otherwise, 3 is really nice. He's a good extender. Triple Princess, it's your normal summon, get you your tune out your deck, and get you pretty much nearly any of the fish in your deck out. It's really good. The only card that stops is Ash Blossom as well, so it's really, if you know they're using Ash Blossom on one of the other cards, then this will always go through then, because it banishes a cost and it triggers on summon. So really, really good card. And then one angle. It's just a bit of an extended. You don't really need more. You could use 2 if you wanted to, but I think 1 is plenty enough. And then white wise, I use triple sunfish, triple sardine, and I use 1 stingray. So sometimes people use less of these. It's always triple sardine. You always want 3 sardines. Sardine's the best one. Then sunfish is the idea in my head is you want to open this with this. So between this and reincarnation, getting this into your hand quickly is great. It's a level 4 fish. It's not too bad. If you don't need it in your hand, you can use a discard fodder. But the 1 stingray in my head is I use it as an extend in the pure version anyway. Just to get out your hands level 4, you synchro with your tuner, get your 6 guy out. But because I use triple reincarnation, it's another search target for it. So I thought you might as well use it to search for this in a situation that maybe you do need this over your sunfish. maybe you can't even trigger the sunfish, and adding a sardines won't do anything for you. But getting this, and you've already got level 2 tuna, might lead you into a play. So I just like the idea for one of this. And it takes full use of the reincarnation spell as well. And then this variant runs hand traps. So we run triple nib, triple ash, and double veiler. So this is flexible, honestly. You can do whatever you want with this. These could be imperms. They could be anything you want them to be. I opted for nib just because I feel like it's quite an impactful card, and a big token doesn't really bother me. I do use Kraken in the X deck. So if you Kraken the token, you can burn for an immense amount of damage sometimes. Like if you pop a 10k token, they're taking 5k. Like a lot of times the nib token isn't a lot. Having them on your board doesn't really do anything. I don't think you can use them as a link material. Because all my links require waters. So he just ends up being a 3k beater. But the main purpose of him is to just shop like a combo deck if you can. But that's the hand traps I use. And then spells, triple reincarnation. Again, you want to get into your white package as quick as possible. You want to have your sunfish and you want to have your sardine both in your hand. His other effects are really good as well. I don't trade them off that often. The second attack thing's really great. Which is literally if your white aura monster attack, you can activate this effect. The attack monster can make a second attack in a row. Which isn't even direct attack, it's just attack. Which is crazy to me. But yeah, 3 of that. And then I run 2 talents. Again, this is flexible. You can use whatever you really want, but I find talents is one of the better spells to use. So I generally think this is quite good. I would play around hand traps a bit more. And I think the plus side is, of course, always looking at your opponent's hand is great. It's one of my favorite uses of this. I get to know what's in the hand and how to play around it. But with this deck as well, the draw 2 ends up being really nice because you have so many extenders in the deck. But yeah, it's really good. It's situational. One cool buy because it's broken. It's limited for a reason. 1 gold sark. It's a banish deck. Might as well use this. Banish any of them from your deck. This basically becomes like a search any fish because you can just banish Zeeks and get your Zeeks out. Search your Zeeks. But yeah, it's really good. And then the Beautiful Princess. That's it. So it's a 41 card deck. I think it's because I ran 2 nib and I bumped it up to 3 just to clear some stuff. Like instead of having a side deck like 1 nib. But it's completely flexible. You could probably put it down to 40 and take nibs out and put like 2 imperms in instead. Onto the extra deck. So for synchros, I use 1 Chenying and 2 ghoti of the Deep Beyond for my level 10s. Chenying's is a really good boss monster. He's really good in this deck. The synergy is great. And then ghoti Deep Beyond, of course, he's your boss monster. I just don't. You need 2. I find a lot of times you do need the second one. It is really good. It's handy. Then level 8, I use 1 Dragon, 1 Whale, and 2 Ascan. You only need 1 drag. You summon it first, same with the whole like white combo. Really good, negate spell traps. It's just handy having 1 white aura. He's like one of your synchro summons in your opponent's turn. You can do it in your turn as well. Pops all the attacks, just monster attacks twice, does piercing. Overall, it's actually a really strong card. And with the reincarnation board as well, makes him a lot stronger. Then 2 Ascans, you go through this quite fast. It's nice it recycles itself, but you only get the banish effect when it's synchro summoned. But really good card, really good. And then for 7s, I run 1 white aura Monoceros. So I run this. If you ever get an abyss shark dead in your board with a tuner, you can get into this, and then this can summon 1 back from your grave. It is good. It does have a little bit of synergy with like reincarnation as well. You could like reborn one of your white aura guys and then trigger your spell. But he's really handy. He's just more utility than like strong. He's more of a utility synchro in my head. And then for sixes, we use 2 Arian Pots and 1 Porpoise. This is your starter, he's your main one. You only need 2 of them though. You don't really need more. You get them back from your banish zone with Keith anyway. And Porpoise is just a one-off. He's situational, but he is a good sinker. So Porpoise is really good. But just as a one-off. And then links, I use 1 Bubble Reef, 1 Coral, 1 Abyss Keeper. Situational, really good though. Can unbrick your, not unbrick your hand, but let you play a bit more. Like a bit of an extender link. Same with Coral. Coral's an extender as well. She gets from grave, he gets from hand. He does have the nifty effect of banishing as well, which comes in handy a lot. She's really good with the deck, a lot of synergy. The banish draw effect you put in standby phase, really good. You can banish your Zeeks in your grave, draw a card. Zeeks can summon a fish. Overall, just a fantastic one. And it always triggers as well when you banish stuff, so she ends up getting massive quite quickly. And then I run 1 Stealth Dragon, because Stealth Dragons are really good, and a lot of decks lose against the fact that they all their monsters turn water. And he's a number, so your Abyss Shark is being able to use for this, so he's not always dead enough board. You could use an Abyss Dweller. I'd say probably side deck it, honestly, but it's completely your choice. I think Kraken is really good though. The ability of turning everything water and then popping and burning is a good time card. He's a good stun card. Even his effect to get destroyed in some 2 spawns. Even though you don't use spawns, people worry about the spawns coming now. So they're like, oh, should I just wait till I can banish you? And then they destroy and they're like, are you not summoning your spawns? Oh no, I don't want them, sorry. But he's really great. Pretty much, yeah, that's what I've been using for ghoti at the moment. I enjoy this variant. Harpoon is really great. As I said, I want to start playing a bit more, getting some more decks and experimenting, seeing if I can make some rogue decks a bit better than they are. But currently, I'm on ghoti, and I'll probably switch over to like, I might try and switch around my plunder. I don't have a Fiendsmith engine, so I probably won't do Fiendsmith plunder. But I'll see what I can do with them at some point. Anyway, thanks for watching, and like, subscribe, and comment in the section. Bye.